Hey, real life, Justin Jordan here, your lead pastor, and just super excited to give you another update as to where we're headed as a church as we get ready for phase three for our church. A lot of exciting things that are coming up, and I just want to give you this quick update, and I want to share with you real quick a presentation that I just started working on this afternoon to share with you, and hopefully you guys can see that well. So getting ready for phase three. As you remember, we are still doing online services, and our groups are starting to get connected a little bit here and there in phase two. Now that we're in phase two as a state and as a church, some groups are continuing to meet online, which is great. Some are beginning to do social distancing and meet physically. That's great as well. Whatever you feel comfortable taking a next step in, we want to encourage you to take that next step. I want to review with you some things that are just pretty amazing when it comes to what God has done through you through the last couple months. With this COVID-19, we've had a whole lot of things that we've built in ministries and teams that have been developed and leaders that are stepping up. I just want to recap for you all the things that God's done. The first one is we created this idea of how do we help people that need help, that need to get help. We were able to help people with food insecurity in partnership with Love Inc. We had someone in our church reach out and say, hey, if anybody needs help with homeschooling, I've got an education background, love to help with homeschooling. We did our Monday night Facebook Live prayer time where we just prayed for you and prayed for requests that people had every single Monday night, and it was awesome to be a part of that with you. And we developed a partnership with Love Inc. in helping pay bills for people, and that still continues to this very day. In addition, we had a tab of Let's Get Connected. We can continue to make disciples and be in community, even in the midst of a shutdown. And our home groups have continued to meet. Some of our home groups have actually doubled in size since we started meeting on Zoom, which is amazing to see more and more people get connected. Not only that, but we had a team that we called our Shepherding Call team that was made up of about a dozen volunteers that were calling on a regular basis, texting on a regular basis, 85 families in our church that weren't connected to a home group, just to say, hey, are you okay? Are you doing okay? Is there anything we can do for you? Pretty amazing to see you guys, your church, Jesus's church, mobilized and loving and meeting needs in our community and in our church community as well. Super proud of you guys. In addition to that, we did a drive-through food drive for the Meridian Food Bank with over $3,000 of food and money from our benevolence fund that we donated to the Meridian Food Bank because they were wrestling with having food shortage. In addition to that, we have a distribution team that every Tuesday night delivers goods to people across this community that are in need. And this, again, is a partnership with Love Inc. But we've got about 15 volunteers that go and donate their time and meet people, and people come to the church and get essential items they need, like cleaning supplies, even diapers, stuff that they need in order to live a healthy lifestyle that they wouldn't get anywhere else. And so amazing that distribution team for them continuing to serve. Our face mask task force team was a team that was developed, and we have people all throughout our church and people even in this community that have joined that team. And I just redid the numbers. Almost 800 masks have been done and are being delivered across the Treasure Valley. Absolutely amazing. People are so thankful for that team and for you guys and for all that you're doing. You're making a difference in touching lives, and super thankful for you. And then also we have a essential services team where we've been providing meals for people like nurses and doctors over at St. Luke's. And I believe that we're in the process of trying to get a meal out to the Meridian Police Department as well as we continue to just bless this community. This is all the things that God has done through you in the last 2 months in the midst of lockdown, in the midst of stay-home order. And I couldn't be more proud to be your lead pastor, seeing you guys minister and love on people and still meet needs and provide meals for people still that are needing meals for all sorts of different reasons. The amount of needs and love that you've poured out in this community has been absolutely amazing. And I'm so proud to be your lead pastor. where are we going? We're moving into phase 3 strategy, which means we're going to start doing services physically. May 31st, if we move into phase 3 on May 30th, we plan on doing services on May 31st. But we also want you to know that we're not just doing services physically, we're also continuing 3 total strategies. And the first one is we're going to continue our online experience. We're going to continue online services by live streaming Sunday services. And for those of you that aren't comfortable being at a physical location and you still want to be home, we are going to start Facebook live streaming our services every single Sunday at 9:15 and 11 for you to connect online. In addition to that, at our campus, we're also going to do strategy number 2 of creating an outside experience. We're going to create an outdoor environment for people not comfortable going into an enclosed space. And so over on the west end of our parking lot, we're going to be creating a space for you to bring your lawn chairs, to spread out, and to watch service on a screen and the speakers that we're going to provide. We would love for you to come if you feel comfortable. And then lastly, strategy number 3, we're going to have an inside experience for services inside our auditorium while maintaining social distancing. So we are going to start that on May 31st. Now, I want to tell you that I'm going to get into a lot more detail next week in our church video, about how we're going to make sure that our space is safe and the things that we're going to provide and not going to provide when it comes to ministry. And so if you want more details about what our inside experience is going to be, that's going to be next week, and be sure to tune into the update. With that being said, I want you to pray about a couple things. We have serving needs because we're actually launching new experiences that we've never done before. And so here's some serving needs that I'd just like you to pray about. We need greeters, ushers, in order to make sure that we are doing social distancing well. We're going to have service host, outside parking lot volunteers, people that make sure that the environment is good out in the parking lot. We're going to need parking lot volunteers, online service host volunteers, people that are connecting with people online while services are happening. A cleaning team before service and during service to make sure that our environment is physically safe. And then we're also going to have setup and tear down for pre-service and during service. Obviously, we've got media team needs and AVL team needs as we get ready to ramp up and get ready for phase 3. For those of you that need to stay home and feel comfortable staying home, maybe you could help us with some of the online stuff because you can do some of that on a computer while you're at home. If you feel ready to meet and come to a physical place, maybe you've never served before in our church, maybe you could help when it comes to being a service host in our outside parking lot and connecting with people in that way. All that being said, we are so excited for what's ahead, and we believe that God is going to grow our church like never before during this season as we continue to reach the world for Jesus one person at a time and creating biblical disciples in relational environments. The mission doesn't change, the methods do, and we are changing and innovating and creating all sorts of different experiences for you no matter where you're at. And so we want to encourage you to take a step of faith, whatever that looks like, and know that we love you, we care about you real life, and we're here for you. And we're excited to see how God's going to grow each and every single one of us and as a body as we move into this next strategy. Be praying for your leaders. Be praying for our body as we continue to move into this next step. And I'm excited to see you soon, either digitally or face-to-face real life. Love you, and we'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.